Hey there and welcome. This is the 36-week pregnancy update. If you missed my 35-week update, I will link it somewhere here and also in the description box. Definitely go back and watch that one, and let's talk about what's going on in week 36. Hey, I'm Jalette. This is my channel. I am a mama to a 4-year-old girl, a 1-year-old boy, and currently 36 weeks pregnant with our second girl. This channel is all about sharing pregnancy, birth, motherhood. We're gonna cover all those topics and hopefully build a community here where all you mamas and partners feel comfortable coming and learning about what your body goes through, what your mind goes through, and how we can just thrive, not just survive. Although some days it feels like survival mode. All right, I'm already out of breath, so let's get this started. This is the end of my 36 weeks. So I turned 37 weeks pregnant tomorrow. So this is gonna be a recap of the week prior. Baby's size at 36 weeks is about 19 inches, which I'm under the impression that baby is not gonna get much longer from this point forward. I think my first was 19 inches when she was born. That was at 41 weeks. It's just fattening up from here on out. Baby should weigh between 6 and 6.5 pounds. Again, this is just an average or a guesstimate. I actually had a growth scan with my second around this time, and he was measuring about 7 pounds. When he was born, the day before his due date, he was 8 pounds, 12 ounces. So again, just a guesstimate. Every baby is gonna be different. And if you had a growth scan around 34, 36 weeks, comment below and let me know how big they said your baby was. Because development-wise, not a huge amount to report for this week. Seems like all of baby's systems are fully developed, with the exception of the digestive system, which is what most of my apps said this week, which was kind of funny because last week they said the only not fully developed system were the lungs. This week they're talking about digestion. I think the system is formed, it's just will not be fully formed until baby comes out and actually starts eating. Also, developmental wise, baby should be head down and moving down in the pelvis, getting ready for birth, which I had my 36-week appointment on Thursday, and my midwife said baby is head down, everything looks great. She says she's pretty far down there, which I was very happy to hear. And I feel like I can kind of tell, breathing a little bit easier this week. I still get out of breath, but it's not so hard to take a breath. As far as my physical symptoms, I'm feeling that fatigue throughout the day still, and I believe that will continue until baby's here and after, because we'll be tired dealing with the newborn schedule, with bursts of energy throughout the day. Just kind of riding that roller coaster of up and down energy and harnessing it when it's there and taking a little break when I'm feeling tired. The Braxton Hicks contractions are getting more frequent throughout the day. Even when I was at my midwife appointment, she said, oh yeah, I feel you tightening up right now. And those are just practice contractions. Like I mentioned in the 35-week update, I do study hypnobirthing. I use those Braxton Hicks, especially some of the more intense, painful ones, as practice to go through some of my breathing exercises. It's just a good way to train your body and your mind to go through those breathing exercises during the real contraction. Still having those between 3 and 4 a.m. wake up. I guess that's part of pregnancy insomnia. It's happened with all 3 of my pregnancies now. I'm just waking up around that time and staying up for about half an hour or so. I try not to look at my phone when that happens because I feel like that will lengthen the period that I'm actually up. I swear it's your body's way of getting ready for a newborn schedule, because that's usually when baby will wake up, at least once throughout the night. Comment below if you had the same wake ups around that time when you were pregnant. I swear it's very prevalent. I feel like I have the most to report in my emotional and mental symptoms. Sorry to my husband, this week has been a little bit crazy. I can tell that the hormones are raging. I don't know if I got a new batch this week or what's going on, but feeling mad, sad, weepy, happy, overwhelmed. I mean, the roller coaster just goes crazy all day. Trying to keep perspective. I know it's hormonal. I'm usually a pretty level-headed person. Not a lot will get me rattled, but this week has just been on edge, feeling overwhelmed with getting ready. Do I have everything I need? Is everything in the right place? I should know, my third time around, some of those things are really not important. Once baby gets here, you just figure it out and you get in your own groove. But for some reason, the preparation there, it has been stressing me out this week. It's also been a little overwhelming just going through a normal day with my 2 other little ones, trying to imagine how a newborn is gonna fit into that schedule and just our flow of the day. I know once baby's here, we will figure it out. There's gonna be hard days, there's gonna be great days. It's definitely been on my mind this week. So speaking of all the things that I feel like I need to get done, let's talk about the to-do list for this coming week. So this past week, I have been drinking the labor prep tea nightly. Starting going forward, I want to start taking evening primrose oil once a day, and that is a cervix softener. So that will help your body also get ready for labor and hopefully a quick and uneventful birth. I will continue taking that daily until baby is born. My list this week is to finish packing the hospital bags. I've gotten them started and most of the things in that are needed, a few more things to add in, and getting the go time list ready, which is a list of things you throw in right at the last minute before you go to the hospital. I also want to get the car seat installed so we have that ready to go, and also so my other 2 little ones get used to the new car seat setup. I also like to get some freezer meals prepped for when baby gets here and we don't have time for that dinner time shuffle. So I would love to do that this week, although if that falls to next week, it's not the worst thing. Those types of things are really just extras that are nice to have done, but definitely not for sure. This week I did put together my postpartum bathroom trip basket. Also like to put together a little nursing station basket to put near where I will set up my breastfeeding station to feed baby 100 times a day. The postpartum basket and packing the hospital bag, that will be in a separate video and I'll go through all of the things I put in there. I did that with my second and it was so helpful to have that postpartum basket just ready to go. One less thing to think about once you get home. And any of you other mamas who are around the same gestation as I am, around 36 weeks, what's on your to-do list this week? I kind of want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything, which is 100% plausible. All right, and let's talk numbers. My weight this week was 162 when I went to the doctor's office, which is an increase of 17 pounds from my pre-pregnancy weight, or what I think it was. It's a little bit of a guesstimate. And my next appointment is this Thursday, and they will be weekly from here on out. At my 36 appointment this week, I did talk with my midwife a little bit more about what's going to happen when I come into the hospital already in labor, because hopefully that will be the case. I'm hoping I don't need to get induced and that I go into spontaneous labor before 41 weeks. This happened with my other 2. I went into spontaneous labor with both of them, confident that my body will do the same. My midwife did let me know that since I'm second time Vbac, or attempting to do a Vbac, I will need to be continuously monitored, but they have new cordless monitors that I can wear around my stomach instead of being attached to the machine. And also I will need a hep lock, which is they put the IV, I guess, port in, but I won't actually be connected to any fluids or anything unless I need them. So she also recommended to definitely bring some type of coconut water or electrolyte drink so I can stay hydrated while still in labor at the hospital. She also said to bring snacks, so I need to put that on the list. You ready for this bump? And let me know if you think she's dropped. That about wraps up the 36-week update. Thank you for following along so far. Please give us a like, subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss the videos that are coming up next, which will be the packing the hospital bag, getting that postpartum basket ready, and of course the weekly updates from here until baby girl joins us. Thanks so much. Bye.